Hey guys, it's DarudeLeafStorm here, and I'm here with the IBL Finals game, and yes, we made it to the finals, and it's been a long journey, guys. We ended the main season, I think it was like, I'm not too sure, let me double check this, 8-4, we ended the regular season, so we ended up in 2nd place in our conference, and we ended up like 3rd overall, I think. Yeah, it would have been 3rd overall. 3rd overall, so pretty good season for us. We were one of the top teams for many, many weeks, and we've stayed on that podium. So, yeah, we're facing Matt, and now we beat Matt last time, mainly because we have a pretty good matchup versus Matt. However, I know how good he is, and I know that he can out-prep me. So, I know Matt, and our last game was really good, and it came down to a crit on my end, and that's why we won. Otherwise, it would have been a 50-50, which, to be honest, I might have lost. I definitely think Matt would have won this. However, main threats on his team, obviously the extra drill. If he gets an SD up, that thing can sweep my team. However, I do have offensive checks to that and defensive checks, so I'm prepared for drill. Special T-Tar is a bit of a problem for me, mainly because it's just annoying to face, because of Fire Blast and stuff. Something like Berry could definitely come. Mega Ampharos is not too big of a problem, because I have Palisand. If he's running like a Toxic Ampharos and predicts a switch, that could be a bit annoying. However, I do have Heal Bell and Celebi, so I'm not too fussed about that. Then we have Florges, who is a bulky, annoying threat for me to deal with. However, if you remember last time I brought Tentacruel. Also, let me just, I'm getting ahead of myself here, but he also brought Tangrowth this time instead of, I don't even know what he brought last time. That wasn't Tangrowth. I really cannot remember for the life of me. What was it? Hold on, let me see. What did he bring? He brought Uxie last time. So instead of bringing my Miltank, which actually pretty much walled Tangrowth and trapped it and killed it, I brought Lycanroc. Now this Lycanroc set is Lycanium Z with Samrush, Troron, Stone Edge, Accelerock, and Sword Dance. Now, I threw it between Toxic and Sword Dance. However, I went with Sword Dance because I pictured a scenario in my head in which he has Sand Up, so my Lycanroc being a Rock type, it gets the Spadef boost. So, if I can get it in versus Florges for free, which I can potentially with U-turn plus, with U-turn from Celebi / Mega Scizor. So I could possibly get it in. It's a really odd scenario though, and it probably won't happen, but you know, yeah. But I can get an SD up for free because of the Spadef boost. I can live like 3 Moonblast, I think, something like that, and I died to the 4th. Anyway, I'm running Duran, Stone Edge, Accelerock, and Sword Dance. I'm bringing the same Palisand set as last time, so we're rocking 188 HP, 236 Spadef, Calm Nature with 84 speed. That's enough speed to outspeed 0 speed Ampharos, which is what he brought last time. We Stealth Rock, Shore Up, Earth Power, and Shadow Ball on the leftovers. Then we have Ockerberry Celebi this time, so I've changed the item on Celebi. Shrek's Meal, 172 HP, 132 attack, Animate Nature, with 204 speed, enough speed to outspeed Blaziken, I think. Or, yeah, it would have been Blaziken. Heal Bells and Headbutt, Recover, and U-turn. One that I was really scared of, actually, was Porygon Z. We don't see it, but that thing with, like, Himpower Fire could have been scary. However, I do have a lot of offensive checks to it, so I can see why he didn't bring it. Logan Paul is our next mon, the Tentacruel. Sugarberry is the same set as last time. Toxic Spikes, Rapid Spin, Knockoff Surf, 220 HP, 4 in defense, 4 in special defense, 204 speed, modest, 76 special attack. That's enough special attack to Oko Blaziken. Next up, we have Italian Hand, the Mega Scizor. Same set as last time, apart from my swap Superpower to Brick Break, because Brick Break plus Bullet Punch should be able to kill Extra Drill after Rocks. So 252 HP, 36 attack, 220 defense, impish nature. So just in case that 50-50 comes up again, I do have Brick Break this time, so all good. Then we have Y, Always Lying, the Sneasel on the Icicle Plate, same set as last time, Knockoff, Icicle Crash, Ice Shot, and Low Kick. 68 HP, 252 attack, 4 in defense, 4 in special defense, 180 speed, Jolly Nature. So yes, main threats, I see Blaziken. Blaziken literally runs through my team. With Vacuum Wave and everything, it's scary. However, I have somewhat of a defensive check to it in Palossand, and I have multiple mons that outspeed it, such as Celebi. However, if it gets in versus Scizor, I'm picking a sack pretty much, so that's annoying, but yeah, Blaziken's going to be a huge threat. Mega Ampharos I can deal with because they have Palossand. Florges is annoying to deal with, guys. Really, really annoying. Excadrill is a big threat as well. However, I think I have the team to beat Excadrill because I have Mega Scizor and Celebi. So, yeah, I mean, that's good, but it's just always a big threat. If it gets an SD up, it probably will just sweep through my team. But yeah. Then he has Tyranitar, which is a big, big threat. Scary, scary mom. It was scary last time, and it's scary now. And we finally got Tangrowth, who is annoying, actually, for me to deal with. But I'm surprised it's here. But, yeah. Basically, I'm going to lead off with Tentacruel and trying to get my T-Spike up. That was my game plan when I saw this team composition that he brought. But, yeah, I'm not, like, I definitely have matchup over Matt. That is 1000%. I have matchup. However, like, some of his threats are scary for me, and I feel like they could really, really hurt my team. So I'm just hoping for the best here, guys. If I were to lose to anyone, I would want to lose to Matt, because Matt is just an incredible battler. He's had an amazing season, and yeah, I mean, he's just been absolutely incredible, and our last match was incredible. So I think, honestly, this finals, no, like, discredit to any of the other coaches, but I think us two in the finals, we deserved it the most, really. Like, to be honest, another person that deserved it was Tome, because he came in, replaced someone, and then he ended up top of our conference, so he definitely deserved it as well. But, like, I think because we just maintained a strong position all throughout the season, and I think this finals was just bound to happen. So yeah, let's hope we have a good match. So good luck, Matt. Also, this is post-com because my recording keeps on dying during live comms for some reason. So I did try and live com this, but it cut halfway through, so I don't know why. But let's hop into the match. And yeah, I'm really, really nervous, guys. Finals is here, finally, and let's hop into this. Like I said, I'm gonna lead with Tentacruel. Try and get my T-Spike up early, because, you know, that T-Spike could really, really hurt his team, and it pressures his Defogger, which is a Florges, and I'm not too sure he'll have Rapid Spin on Excadrill. I don't think he can afford it with the amount of coverage plus SD. So, he lays Mega Amphi, and this is, like, horrible for me. I hated that. So here, I was really tempted to stay in and click T-Spike because I knew it was going to predict my switch out into Palossand. Like, it was just so obvious. So I'm going to go into Palossand anyway because I don't want to play any risky business turn 1. So I'm just going to chill out and live my life. So he's going to Mega Evolve here, and he's going to go for the Cotton Guard. And I really expected a Dragon Pulse to come out here. If he clicked Dragon Pulse, that would have really threatened me, and he could have gotten a free switch out into Tyranitar, basically. But now, since I ran the speed on my Palossand, I outspeed the Ampharos, get an Earth Power off. We 2-hit KO this Ampharos. He goes to Dragon Pulse. He does around 50%. Not exactly, but, you know, around there. Like 45, something like that, you know. So, I'm going to click Stealth Rock here because I need to pressure his team really, really quickly. It brings in Rapunzel, which is the Tangrowth, and so annoying to deal with. But we got the prediction right on the switch, and I knew he wasn't going to stay in. Mega Ampharos is a big threat to my team without this Palossand, so I knew he was going to keep it. So we get our leftovers back. We get our rocks up. Good start for us, to be honest. Really, really nice start going into this. So here I'm going to go into Italian hand predicting the knockoff. There was no way I was clicking HP Fire on this turn. I felt like knockoff was a really safe play on his part. So here I decide to Mega Evolve, and he stayed in. And I was like, okay, so maybe he knows he can live this U-turn decently well, since I'm obviously going to be a defensive Sizzle since he has an Excadrill. So I go for the U-turn. He takes it decently well. But that's a nice chunk on a Tangrowth. And here I'm going to go into Celebi. Now, the reason I went into Celebi is, if his Blaziken's not Scarfed, which it wasn't last time, I don't necessarily need my Occa Berry. So if that gets knocked off, it's fine. And if he clicks HP Fire, it will burn my Occa Berry, whatever. He actually clicks Sleep Powder. So I wasn't expecting Sleep Powder, but that works. I felt like Celebi was my safest play always anyway. I didn't want Tentacruel getting knocked off because of the Sugar Berry, and I feel like it could be helpful. So anyway, I U-turn out into Sneasel because I knew knockoff was coming. And here I get to fire off a knockoff of my own, because this really helps versus anything on this team. Sneasel outspeeds everything. It can just fire off a knockoff, do a decent chunk to something. Goes out into Chicken Run, which is really, really nice. We can get rid of this thing's item, which happens to be the Assault Vest. Now, here I knew Earthquake was coming. I don't think he packed it last time. And that made Tentacruel just wall him. I knew it was coming this time, but I have the Sugar Berry. I have enough speed to outspeed the Blaziken, so I can just fire off a Surf on the next turn, knock it out without its Assault Vest. And that does a really nice chunk to me, which is alright. That's fine with me. I'm just going to fire off a Surf. Free Surf of my dreams. He goes out into Littlefoot here, and I'm like, okay. He takes the rocks. I know he gets a Spadef boost from Sand, but, you know, we're going to get a really nice modest Surf off here. So this is going to do a really nice chunk. It brings him down to, like, 50%. And this is his Sand setter, guys. Like, for his Excadrill. One of his main threats. So I'm just going to click Surf again. I debated going for Surf or Toxic Spike. But I was hoping that this Surf would knock him into Rocks range. It doesn't. He goes for Earth Power, and I'm thinking, oh yeah, Tentacruel's probably dead here. But Tentacruel's Spadef absolutely saves it, and we are able to live. And I get the best of both worlds here, because now I get up my T-Spike. Because I knew he wasn't going to sack his T-Tar, so I got a T-Spike up for free here. And look what he brought in. He brought in the Florges. So I'm going to die to Sand. I get my T-Spike up. So I've got Rocks and T-Spike up. Tentacruel dies to Sand, which is fine. Tentacruel was literally only here to set up the Toxic Spikes. Takes the Sand damage, gets his leftovers back. And that scenario that I told you about before is happening right now. In comes Doge, my Lycanroc, and I click SD. Now, only thing I was worried about here is if he went into Tangrowth, because he would most likely scout for my Lycanium Z. So he would I would SD up, and I would go into Tangrowth, and then I would have to make a 50-50 on that. But he stays in and clicks Moonblast, which is perfect for me, because now I get to fire off a Stone Edge for free. I could have SD'd again, but that was not the play, let's be real here. So I'm going to click Stone Edge, Adamant +2 Stone Edge. Florges goes down. And I had to do this because it pressured him. If he did have Defog on this Florges, he had to either get damage on this thing, and stop me from SDing for free, which, I mean, I still did, but or he had to defog and let me SD it twice for free, so it was a lose-lose situation anyway. So he goes on to Blaziken here. I think he had Vacuum Wave and maybe was hoping that I didn't carry Accelerock. I'm not too sure, but we kill it anyway. In comes Rapunzel now, and I know he's going to scout for my Z move, guys, but whatever, like, if I kill something with this Z move, it's worth it, because he's down to 3 mons. I still have 5, and this Lycanroc will still be at +2 after killing something. So
no matter what, I was fine with burning my Z move here, and obviously he does make the play into Tyranitar. It was his only play, but if I didn't go for this and he stayed in with Tangrowth, and I clicked like Accelerock or Stone Edge, that would have been awful for me, because he would have still had his Sand. He would have still had he can get regen back from Tangrowth, so it would have been an awful situation for me. So my only play here was to Z-move. So we are going to Z-move, and obviously that's going to overkill a Tyranitar completely, but that's
fine. Lycanroc picking up 2 kills now. Putting in the work. Actually, 3 kills. That's his 3rd kill. So, in comes Rapunzel here. And here I'm hoping that we just land a Stone Edge and do a really nice amount to this thing. We do connect the Stone Edge, and it does a tremendous amount. I actually would have lived Giga Drain, but he turns out to have Earthquake, or he just goes for it over Giga Drain, knowing that it does more. So, yeah, yeah, he knocks me out, which is fine. Lycanroc got 3 kills. It was literally here to break through his team. And his Tangrowth is basically dead. Regen can't really save him anymore. So here I get a free switch out into my Scizor. And guys, I think you can see how this match is going. This match was 20 turns long. And yeah, I mean, you know, I definitely had matchup here, guys. Like, I'm not even going to play around with you. His only way to win here was if he critted this ground in EMZ, which he does not. Like, I know I'm spoiling it for you guys, but I think you could see how this match was going to go. Yeah, I mean, it was unfortunate for Matt. I definitely had matchup over him, and that was the unfortunate thing for him. And once I got Lycanroc in, it just started breaking through his team. He had nothing for it. Because obviously I counteract his Sand Claw with my Sand Rush Lycanroc. Also, we go for the Brick Break there into the Bullet Punch, knock him out, which is perfect. But yeah, we have the Sand Rush on our Lycanroc, so he couldn't even offensively check it with the Excadrill. So I outsped everything on his team, and it was just not fun for him. And the fun thing is, if he didn't bring the Tangrowth and he brought the Uxie instead, I actually would have just swept through his team right there with Lycanroc. Because I had Durum for the Excadrill, Uxie couldn't kill me at that point. So, yeah, I actually would have just swept through his team. But, yeah, Lycanroc was just such a good bring. I don't know why I didn't bring it last time. Maybe it was because of Quillfish or something, but I don't know. I mean, I brought... What did I bring last time? Anyway, it goes to Thunderbolt. Doesn't affect me. He dies to Poison. We win. I don't know. I don't know why I didn't bring Lycanroc last time. What did I bring over Lycanroc? Miltank. Yeah, that was right, because I wanted to start his defensive core. But yeah, I mean, whoever says, oh, Druid, all you bring is bulk and stall. Well, sorry guys, but, you know, I didn't even bring offense. I just brought 2 offensive mons that did really, really well versus his team. Technically 3 with Tentacruel. But, you know, I mean, that's just how the cookie crumbles. And we are your IBL Season 4 champs. And, I mean, you know, this win feels good. But after our last match, you know, it's just a bit like, you know? I mean, I knew Lycanroc was a good bring. But I didn't really want that to happen, you know? I wanted some crazy thing to happen. But I wanted us to come out on top, obviously. It's just, the way it went down, it was just a bit, I don't know, it didn't really feel like a proper win. And I don't know, but, I mean, it was a good game. Me and Matt talked about it afterwards, and we talked about basically, I had complete matchup over him. I just had complete matchup over him. He said it himself. I had everything for Sand. I had Celebi. I had potential Sandvale Palossand, which I should have brought, but I didn't bring. But yeah, Sandvale Palossand. I had Sand Rush. Lycanroc, you know, I had literally everything for Sand. I had Mega Scizor, which completely, well, takes on Excadrill. If he clicked SD, like, on my switching, then obviously it would be a bit different. But, you know, like, he would have to get that situation down, and it's difficult. But, yeah, I mean, like, Sneasel outsped his whole team, you know, it's just, I just had matchup over him, and that's all it came down to in this match, in all honesty, guys. I don't think I'm a better player than Matt. I think we're both very, very good players. And, yeah, I mean, I don't know. We are the IBL Season 4 champions. Now, guys, I am going to make a kind of like a overview of this season, and I want to make that a decently long one. And I want to just go through how the mons did, which mons I liked more than others, and just basic stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, we are the champs. I'm really surprised, you know. When I first drafted this team, I mean, I loved it. Like, using Celebi again was just so fun, and Dragonite was something I was really looking forward to using. Dragonite barely came to any games, and I mean, Lycanroc and Sneasel, bruh, they just dominated. Like, they literally were the carriers of this team. And obviously, Mega Sizzle was brilliant. Celebi, Mega Sizzle, Lycanroc Day, and Sneasel were my top 4 mons in my opinion. But yeah, anyway, that'll be in the draft overview. But yeah, guys, make sure you go and check out Matt. He's a brilliant content creator, and he's a brilliant battler. And you know, he's the semi-finalist of IBL Season 4. So, a semi-finalist? Oh my god, what am I on about? He's the runner-up. Bruh. But you know. That sounded really cocky. I did not mean it like that. But, guys, I'm just rambling. Anyway, guys. GG to Matt. We had matchup over him. That's all it came down to. But we are your IBL Season 4 champs. And I'm very happy. I'm very happy, guys. So, yeah. Thank you all for watching. This is DarudeLeafStorm, and I'll see you all later. Bye, guys.